I think the thing that gets me with this game, I think the main takeaway from this game is Winnipeg won a game that they kind of coasted on. Okay, so let's get to the scoring and then we'll get to the game. Bufflin scored early, and I mean early. That's his fifth of the playoffs from Scheifele and Wheeler. Laine then scored on the power play from Wheeler and Stastny. Wheeler had a fantastic game. Armia scores to make it 3-0, his second of the playoffs from Sherratt. Sherratt's had a good playoffs. Nice to see him get on the board. And then Vegas scored late. McNabb scores his second from Marchessault and Riley Smith. Second period, power play goal by Scheifele. That's his 12th from Bufflin and Wheeler. And this is the first game where I've seen that vaunted defense, that great penalty kill of Vegas's, look kind of human. And Scheifele from Bufflin and Wheeler on that one. So Wheeler, 3 assists. Power play goal then scored by Vegas. Vegas' power play looking pretty solid in this game too, from Marchessault and Theodore. So Marchessault with 2 assists. Third period, no scoring. And Vegas hangs around. This is what Vegas does. That third goal, it was disputed. And here's the thing. Here's where you could tell that the call is made by Toronto. And you can go back and look at it if you'd like. I'm sure it'll be in all the highlight reels. The referee waves it off immediately. No. It is then challenged by the Winnipeg Jets. It is a 6.5-minute wait for him to say it's a good goal. And when Kelly Sutherland announces at center ice it's a good goal, he doesn't sound happy. I think the reason it took a long time for this goal to get called as a good goal, I think he was arguing with Toronto. I do. I think he was saying that should be goalie interference. I waved it off. It's goalie interference, and I think Toronto was saying, no, that's a good goal. And it underscores that there will be fans who agree with Sutherland. There will be fans who agree with the call, as made by Toronto. And this is the first time where I thought a referee was animated in not agreeing with the call. I thought Kelly Sutherland was kind of animated not agreeing with the call. And we'll see, because honestly, that goal really took the starch out of Vegas. If Vegas is coming out of that first period down by 1, you have a whole different second period. When that goal went in, you could tell Gallant was really upset, and I think it really got Vegas off their game. Now, Vegas still won the rest of the game 2-1. But it's a heck of a different game if that goal doesn't count. Hellebuck only faced 20 shots. Vegas couldn't get through. Fleury saved 22 out of 26. Remember, he had 3 against him early in the first. I thought he played well in the second and the third, but the damage was done in the first period. So with where we're at now, the Jets win the game. They assert themselves on home ice for the first time in, I think that's 3 games now that they finally asserted themselves on home ice. No, that was game 6. 3 games. And they needed it. They needed to assert themselves on home ice. And Vegas hung around. I think Game 2 is going to be a different story. I think I still stand by my belief that this series is going to be close, and that it's going to be a tough win for Winnipeg should they get there. Now, Winnipeg has an excellent chance now. They win 3 out of the next 6. They play 500 hockey from here. They win. Vegas now has to win 4 out of 6. It is a tough slog for Vegas. But if Vegas can win Game 2, then the series is back up for grabs. Winnipeg, I would imagine that the desire in Game 2 should be huge. I don't think that after the war that they had with Nashville, they want this series to go on for any more games than it has to. And I would expect that Game 2 will be kind of feisty a little bit. Ryan Reeves stayed in for this game. I'm wondering if going to Game 2, now that Vegas lost, if Reeves will come out and Carrier will go back in. It'll be an interesting sight to see, and see what Winnipeg and Vegas do from here for the rest of the series. But that was an excellent game. The third period was a little slow, but I think Winnipeg wanted to slow it down, and I think Vegas, towards the end, it looked like they were really pushing for that third goal. If they got it, the whole series could be different right now. We could be looking at a completely different game. But that third goal counting, this one right here, which Kelly Sutherland, I'm going on the record saying he didn't agree with that call. That one counting is your game winner. So, no empty netter in this game. It was a 2-goal win, but that one is huge. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I'm always interested to know what you guys think about this. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And for Winnipeg, they are now 7 wins away from a Stanley Cup. Vegas is still 8 wins away from a Stanley Cup. We'll see you guys again in Game 2.